Chosen to check this one out. Does the Chosen season 5 Last Supper trailer get it right? And it's from Father Davis Michael Moses. Wow, what a name. I had a look at it briefly before making this video and I thought, this is good, I need to show it. So let's check it out.
Jesus got angry too.
Right.
And the Last Supper for us as Catholics was absolutely huge. They know how to put together a good trailer. What's up, guys? I'm Father David Michael Moses. Thought I'd hop on real quick and
Hello, Father.
And take a look at the new Chosen trailer for season 5 called The Last Supper with you guys and see what we think. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe so don't miss out on future videos. Let's take a look.
You must know something. I do believe that Jesus is most likely the Messiah.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you believe that?
I've seen too much.
Then why are you doing this?
I suppose I have not seen enough.
I'm actually interested in seeing what he thinks, because I thought that was Judas. I think it is Judas, but I want to see what he thinks about this.
So I think that was Judas, it seems like, coming to betray Jesus. And
Right.
their kind of interpretation, Judas actually
I just noticed the money being slapped on the... So yeah.
believes that Jesus is the Messiah, which I think is really interesting and would honestly make sense. It's very interesting when Judas leaves Christ to betray him. He leaves during the Last Supper when Jesus says, "This is my body, this is my blood, given up for you." I find that always interesting because Judas doesn't leave Jesus when he tells him to lay down his life, take up his cross, deny himself. Judas stays through all of that. As this implies, Judas sees all the miracles. Judas sees all the incredible things Jesus has done, but there's a sticking point there that he just cannot get past for whatever reason. And even the way things end with Judas, the way he actually takes his own life,
Here we go. Yeah.
makes you think that he wasn't betraying Jesus to try to make a bunch of money and get some glory or something like that. That there was a real sadness there that led to a despair. He believes he is this Messiah, but there's something that he wanted out of this that he wasn't getting, I
I
guess we could say. And he hasn't seen enough.
Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
You can run on for a long time.
My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of thieves!
By what authority are you doing?
I doubt the priest is going to say anything about the Roman armor, but I've already been pedantic enough, so I'm not going to... I was almost going to say it again.
These things.
My own!
Okay, so a lot there. So Jesus is seeing all the bad things going on in the marketplace, what turning the temple into a marketplace, and he's obviously frustrated by that. I'm glad they're showing this because a couple things. First, we oftentimes in the modern church, we forget the sacredness of places.
Right.
That for us as Catholics especially, the church is a sacred place, meaning that it's set aside, it's different than other places, especially because it has the Blessed Sacrament there, Christ's real presence. And so how we behave in the temple is really, really important, that we want to make sure that we're treating this with reverence.
Good message.
Because Jesus took very seriously the place of worship then, so we need to take it seriously now. Also, quick little homilette for you guys, because I'm a priest. I do think it's a good analogy for how we should drive out sin from ourselves. Christ's response to something being in the temple that shouldn't be there was to pull out a whip and to drive it out. It was aggressive, it was immediate. And I think that should be our approach to sin in our own lives and our own hearts, is it's aggressive and it's immediate and it's forceful to get rid of whatever the impurity is. And lastly, I think it's very popular in modern society to act like Jesus was just this hippie who went around and said, peace, love, and joy for everybody. And you read scripture for 5 minutes and it's so obvious that's not who Jesus was.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did want true peace, but he
Yep.
wanted peace that meant everything was well ordered. That's what true peace is. He didn't want this pseudo peace where it was just everybody do whatever you want, which is sort of the modern gospel, is do whatever makes you feel good. And that's not at all what Jesus did. He actually at some
I do want to kind of comment on that. I will, but I want to let him finish.
points in scripture gets extremely angry, takes out a whip, and drives people away. Really, really intense stuff. The last thing I would say too about, because if somebody struggles with anger, I will say, hey, Jesus got angry too, right? About certain things. That doesn't mean it's a sin, but I don't think Jesus was still angry about this in 3 months, right? I think he was able to be angry when he needed to be against evil,
Yeah.
and then was able to then move on. Anger is useful only insofar as it helps us to accomplish things that are good. Otherwise, we should really cool off about them.
Okay, so two things about this. One, I want to talk about the anger.